I hit that ball pretty darn good. Green numbers across the board on the bottom. I'm rather impressed. 2 dozen for 40 bucks. I mean, where on earth are you getting that? So let me explain a little bit of how we do this test. We will hit 10 balls with each. So 20 with the pitching wedge, 7-iron, 5-iron driver. Then we compare all of the data at the end of the stream. The first test we just did pitching wedge, 7-iron driver, but then I realized we've got a rather large gap between 7-iron and driver, and that's a whole lot of data that we're missing in terms of our comparison. So we're doing pitching wedge, 7-iron, 5-iron driver. I would love to do like gap wedges and lob wedges and stuff around the greens. The only problem is you rip through golf balls, especially when you're hitting shot after shot after shot. With the Pro Vs, we typically see about 142, 143 yards, okay? I feel like I shoved that one just a smidge. We did. That's gonna be so far left. It's gonna be far, but I hit that one really nice. That was a good strike. That might have been the best feeling strike of the golf ball. Kirkland time. It's a very nice strike of the golf ball. Draws over nicely, right down the center stripe. That's a good strike there. But that's our normal ball flight with a little bit of a draw. The Kirkland's flying pretty darn good, guys. That might be the best pitching wedge of the night. In terms of our launch, that one felt good, and that's right on the number that we would expect. We're gonna do the 7-iron with the Pro V1, okay? It's a little bit too much draw spin, but it was hit well. Oh, there we go. That's the one we've been looking for. Yeah, okay. Oh, that ball was hit. That golf ball was hit very, very well. Just a smidge out to the right though. So here we go, hopping over to the Kirklands here. Right down that center stripe. I can't lie, it feels really good. Like I have no complaints with how the golf ball feels. That ball's smushed. That might be our furthest 7-iron of the night. Close. Close. Which I don't know if that's true or not, but I have switched to rotating my golf balls and I haven't had any cracks. That was a really nice ball, by the way. Kirkland will have the honors here with the 5-iron. Normal 5-iron for us, between 202, 205 carry. Sometimes you get a little juicer in there. The thing has been awesome, man. This golf ball is fantastic. It has been absolutely money for us tonight. All right, so there's 200, so a little bit shy. Oh, there it is. There it is. It's pulled a little bit, but that ball was hit hard. That was hit hard. For how cheap these golf balls are, I don't know if you can beat the value. I really don't. All in all, still a good swing. 208 skinny. It's a long stinking way, guys. I really hope that Titleist does the same here. Otherwise, we're gonna have to write a letter to Acushnet and see what's going on. Oh, that was hit nice. That golf ball might go a very long ways. Yeah, okay. A hair skinny. Let's see how that one shakes out compared to the Kirkland skinny. I mean, it still flew 207, so. Still flew 207. Oh, that was hit well. That was hit well. That's gonna be a big one. Yeah, I mean, we are absolutely juiced with the Pro V1 here, guys. And probably about 310-ish. Total distance with driver is probably fair. Let's see what we've got in the tank tonight. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. That golf ball was hit fantastic. That ball was hit great. The two numbers I'm going to keep a very close eye on here as we go from ball to ball. Number one is the backspin, and not particularly on the good shots, but more or less like my miss hits. If I hit one a groove low, typically the Pro V1 doesn't get too spinny and just sort of float away into the nether right. And the ball speed. If we see a jump in ball speed, that will be something that absolutely catches my eye, because the swing speed is going to be about the same. Oh, that golf ball is zooming back behind me here. I tell you what, I've got 290 on lock with the, so let's try and step on one here. We'll get one or two where we absolutely try and crank them. Yeah, I was about to say that ball is definitely going to carry a little bit further. All right, Kirkland time. Let's pay attention to ball speed and that spin number. That was hit good. That was hit good. That was hit very good. Okay. That was hit really well as well. Nice little big power fade right down the middle. That's a big golf ball too. I hit that ball pretty darn good. Right down the center stripe too. 118 on the swing speed. Green numbers across the board on the bottom. I'm rather impressed. All right, pitching wedge. So we've got white for the Pro V, orange for the Kirkland. Maybe just a hair higher with the Kirkland. The dispersion with the Pro V looks like it's a lot closer to the center stripe. In terms of the distance, they look relatively comparable. So let's look at what these averages were. I do think we were spinning the ball out the gym tonight. Ball speed was 1 mile an hour higher with the Kirkland. Interesting. Spins, identical. Launch, identical. Carry was 2 yards further with the Kirkland. And that's, I mean, you would expect that with 1 more mile an hour on the ball speed. Club head speed was identical. So in all reality, just looking at the pitching wedge, spin rates almost identical. The distance was 1 yard or 2 yards further, 1 mile an hour faster with the Kirkland, which is rather impressive. I think that is the first golf ball that we have tested that has outperformed a Pro V with the pitching wedge. Just in sheer numbers, just looking at it tonight. Granted, it is a very small sample size, 10 golf balls with each club, but that's the first one that's outdone it. So let's go ahead here, look at the 7-iron. The greenish for the Pro V and blue for the Kirkland. One thing that stands out right away, the Pro Vs look like they've got the 2 longest, maybe the 3 longest. It looks like the blue line is a little bit higher. So when you look at like the two Pro Vs that sort of extended out further, I would assume that the spin was a touch lower with those two because it just penetrated through the air a little bit. And that's kind of why I play the Pro V1 anyways, is so I don't get anything that's spinny. Ball speed advantage to the Titleist, 1 higher. Club head speed was identical. So the average club head speed again, it's perfect for this kind of thing, 95 and 95. They're even. The smash factor was 1 higher on the Pro V. In terms of the spin, we were at 66.38 for the Pro V, 67.93 for the Kirkland. About $1.50 more in terms of spin on the Kirkland. Again, a relatively negligible number, right? And here we can see that the distance, we carried the Pro V 3 yards on average further than the Kirkland. I would expect that, right? But again, we're talking about a golf ball that is $60 a dozen versus $40 for 2 dozen. It is unbelievably incredible what the Kirkland does for the value that you get. I mean, that is so good, guys. So now we're looking at the 5-iron here. White for the Kirkland, orange for the Pro V. 3 furthest, advantage Titleist. Dispersion, looks like we've got a slight edge to the Titleist. That's so consistent across the board for both golf balls. That's really, really good. Like that's a really good indicator for the performance of the Kirkland golf ball. Okay, now let's look at it here. That is absolutely mind-blowing to me. The Kirkland spun at 52.71. The Titleist spun at 53.70. So technically we had more spin with the Pro V compared to the Kirkland. We have never seen that, ever. We have never seen anything spin less than the Pro V. Ball speed, we did get 1 mile an hour extra with the Pro V, 1 degree lower of launch. So it launched lower with more spin, which is kind of crazy. The carry, 207 with the Pro V, 205 with the Kirkland. Guys, it almost feels like we're looking at the same golf ball, okay? Total distance, 212 for the Kirkland, 213 for the Pro V. Again, I think this is the closest golf ball that we've seen to a Titleist so far. It is a golf ball that is quite literally less than half the price. It's like a third of the price. I don't know if we want to look at this dispersion when we're talking about the drivers. Yellow for the Titleist, pink for the Kirkland. Our longest golf ball was the Titleist. Definitely a lower launch with the Titleist. The dispersion with the Titleist was terrible. Now, granted, we did have the off the planet right miss. That's on me. If you get rid of that one, I think it's a much better picture for the Titleist. But the Kirkland probably had the next, like what, 2 or 3 longest golf balls? That's so good. Kirkland will be down there at the bottom, guys. A couple things. Ball speed, identical. Check for the Kirkland. That's fantastic. Spin was 300 higher with the Kirkland. I would argue, if you look at these numbers, and so again, it's rather remarkable. The average spin at 2100 is right in that window of like a perfect spin number. Like I want my ideal number is about 2000. So 1865 for the Pro V, 2128 for the Kirkland. So it is a 300 RPM difference, which at driver is much more significant than a 300 RPM difference at a pitching wedge. The average carry, and this is where spin matters. The average carry for the Kirkland was 295. So that little extra backspin keeps that golf ball in the air longer. And the average distance, Kirkland beats the Pro V. 315 to 314 on the average. I don't know. I mean, that's pretty damn good, guys. Our fastest club head speed was 118. We did see 174 miles an hour on the ball speed, which 1 mile an hour more. Again, I'm splitting hairs here. I'm trying to find a difference between the Kirkland and the Pro V. I really can't, man. It's rather remarkable how good the Kirkland performs. That's the one thing I will say is in terms of the durability, we didn't hit any like lob wedges or gap wedges or our 54 degrees. I do feel like with the Kirklands and the way that we swing the golf ball, I feel like I take like half of the golf ball out when I try and hit one hard with a lot of spin. So the only knock that I have on Kirkland is the durability. But then again, like you're talking about somebody who's hitting thousands of golf shots into a net every single month. But in terms of sheer performance, guys, I got nothing. I've got nothing but really good things to say about Kirkland. Like those are fantastic numbers. It absolutely held up against the Pro V. I'm thoroughly impressed. So that is our third ball test. I really enjoy these. I hope you guys do too. Let me know what you guys want to see next. I've got Chrome Tours. I've got Z-Stars sitting in my office. One of those two will be next.